She cheated, cried, and begged me to stay, so I stayed silent and let karma do the talking. We met in the electric chaos of Austin, Texas during one of those blistering South by Southwest weekends when 6th Street pulsed with live music spilling from every bar and the air smelled like tacos, sweat, and possibility. She was Haley, a marketing coordinator with sun-bleached hair and a laugh that cut through the noise like a pedal steel guitar. And I was just a sound engineer from Nashville who'd driven down in my beat-up Tacoma to work a few stages. By the end of the festival, we were sharing brisket at Franklin's at dawn, trading stories about broken dreams and big plans. And 6 months later, she moved into my little bungalow in East Austin, the one with the creaky hardwood floors, string lights on the porch, and a backyard just big enough for weekend barbecues with friends from the music scene. Life felt golden. Lazy floats down the Greenbelt in summer, ACL Festival wristbands every fall, quiet mornings at Joe's Coffee on South Congress where she'd steal sips of my iced turbo and plan our future out loud. A wedding at some hill country vineyard, maybe kids who'd grow up two-stepping. I trusted her completely. She had my venue passwords, my bank app on her phone for emergencies, my whole heart without hesitation. Then came the slow drip of doubt. Her girls' nights that stretched until sunrise, the way she'd guard her phone like it held state secrets. The sudden password change I noticed one night when I borrowed it to look up directions to a new Tex-Mex spot in Rainy Street. I tried to ignore it, told myself I was being paranoid, the classic insecure guy trope, until one humid Thursday in late September when a mutual friend from the industry slid into my DMs with a screenshot. Haley pressed up against Dylan, this cocky touring guitarist we both knew from the circuit, kissing in the dim red lights of a bar on Dirty Sick. Timestamped just hours after she texted me she was crashing early with a migraine. My chest caved in like I'd been kicked by a longhorn. I sat on our porch until the cicadas screamed, staring at the photo until it blurred. When she stumbled home at 2 a.m., smelling like tequila and his cologne, I was waiting in the living room with the lights off. She saw my face, knew instantly, and the tears started before she even shut the door. Sobbing, collapsing to her knees on the rug we'd picked out together at the flea market, begging forgiveness, swearing it was a drunken mistake, that Dylan meant nothing, that she loved only me and couldn't imagine life without us. She clutched my legs, promised therapy, no more nights out, complete transparency, anything, if I'd just stay. And in that moment, raw and wrecked, I could have screamed, thrown her out, burned every memory. But instead, I went quiet, stone silent, looked her straight in the eyes, and said nothing at all. Over the next weeks, I didn't rage or accuse. I just withdrew like the tide, sleeping on the couch, answering in monosyllables, watching her spiral into frantic apologies and grand gestures. Flowers delivered to my studio, love notes on the mirror, cooking my favorite chicken fried steak while crying into the gravy. I let her drown in the uncertainty, never confirming I'd leave or stay because I'd already decided. Karma would speak louder than I ever could. I quietly moved money to a new account, packed a go bag in the truck, lined up a sublease on a loft downtown. Then, on a crisp December morning, while she was at a brunch meeting, I left the house spotless, took only what was mine, and drove north on I-35 without a backward glance. Word travels fast in Austin's tight music circle. By that night, everyone knew why I'd vanished, and Dylan's tour dates started mysteriously drying up as venues caught wind, while Haley's reputation took hit after hit, friends ghosting, job offers stalling. I heard through the grapevine she moved back to her parents' place in San Antonio, posting cryptic sad girl quotes on Instagram about losing the best thing she ever had. Me, I'm thriving in a new spot near Zilker Park, mixing tracks for artists who actually value loyalty, dating someone who looks me in the eye without secrets, and every time I kayak Ladybird Lake at sunset, I smile, knowing I never had to say a word. Silence was the loudest revenge, and karma, true to Texas form, delivered bigger than I ever could.